New York, big city of dreams.
I'm coming straight out.
New York, big city of dreams.
NYC.
What's going on? This is Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time Show. Here, give you that Knicks talk just in the nick of time. And it's the debut, man. The Knicks versus the Pacers. And we did what we had to do. Game 1, the homecoming of the great Kemba Walker. We get the smacking on these Pacers. Hit them up with 125-104 win. So you know how we do. We got to start the gunshots, man. Starting off the game with the gunshots, man. We did our thing with a lot of great performances from different people. A lot of Knicks were in double figures. Randall, Gibson, Barrett, Toppin, quickly. Everybody got into the game today. Randall had 17 points and 3 rebounds. Gibson had 14 points, 6 rebounds. He also had a 3. Barrett with 17 points. Toppin with 10 points. Quickly with 10 points. Evan Fournier. The list goes on, man. Everybody was entering this game with a purpose. It seemed like scoring was just easy and at a premium for us. It looks like this might be the new Knicks, might be the new norm. But let me slow down because it's only preseason, it's only first game. But before I even get into more of the details of the game, let me introduce my guys. All right, first and foremost, you already know what it is. It is the man, the myth, the legend, the guy with the stats and the facts.
Ryan G's in the building. Knicks basketball is back. I'm excited. Let's go.
Let's go. And of course, we already know it is my guy, the Raw Metaphor. I call him, it's my guy from across the street. It is the Raw Hebrew Remnant. What's going on?
What's up, Jay Ellis, Ryan G? Let's get this going, baby.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's talk Knicks basketball, man. The first thing I noticed from this game, from the jump, even though we was down for a second, but it didn't go for long, was just how easily we scored, man. The things that we talked about before this game even started was like, it just seems like the more weapons we have, the easier it will be to store, and it seemed like the new guys were the ones who kind of ignited that fire in that first quarter. What did you see, Raw?
It's exactly what you said, man. One of the things I liked is a couple of areas that the Knicks were looking to improve on. One was pace. Yeah. And they definitely, they put up 99 shots total, which is a very good improvement in terms of pace. When you get that many shots off, that you're going at a good pace. So that was good. They put up 37 threes today. And while they only shot 30%, but that was mostly the bench guys. The starters, Randall was 40%. Walker was 40%. Barrett was 50% from 3.
Yeah, Barrett was on fire.
Yeah, Gibson was 50% from 3. So yeah, they improved in the areas we're looking to improve. I mean, it's good that we win the game, but I just think the superiority of our depth was just shown, and the overall pace improvement as well as the 3-point improvement. And I think we're going to get better as the season goes on in these areas.
Yeah, that's the thing that stood out to me too, Raw. It looked like, I know that it's only preseason, but it looked like we were clearly the better team, because even when we started to win, I couldn't really say, we're really playing well right now. It just seemed like we were like a little bit of out-talenting them, and a little bit like, especially when you start looking at how the way Julius Randle was playing. You know what I mean? It's like he wasn't really into the flow of things. He looked like he didn't know where to get his shots yet. But it all came together pretty easily once the ball started rolling down here. What did you see, Ryan?
Well, yeah, first and foremost, Knicks on offense, it looked easy. Like, the ball was just moving around. Guys were getting shots here and there. There was ball movement, 26 assists, pretty decent. Probably have to, increase the numbers, the season goes on. But the offense looked pretty easy, pretty smooth. But what I was really focusing on was the defense, because I know coming into this season, Knicks lost some defensive players and they replaced with some offensive players. And the concern was that, the Knicks were going to be weaker on defense with losing those guys. But watching this game, and I know it's preseason, so you shouldn't put too much into this first game in the preseason. But still, in this game, it showed that the Knicks look like they're going to be all right on defense, because the help defense was there. It's like the players trust each other, and as long as the players trust each other and this help defense, and team defense aspect, there's really nothing to worry about on the defense. Everybody's going to be covering each other. So if you add that to the fact that the Knicks offense is flowing pretty smoothly, I think the Knicks are going to be really good this season. Yeah, but like I said, it's the first preseason game, but I like what I saw so far.
Yeah, I like the. I mean, listen, I can't. There was parts. There was, I don't know. It was a weird game. There was parts of the game where I feel like the offense was ahead of the defense. There was parts of the game where I feel like the defense was ahead of the offense. I felt like RJ. I was looking at RJ in particular because there was pressure for him to be the defensive guy. He in the first quarter anyway, I felt like he got caught with some head fakes with some easy baskets. But then again, in the second half came along, I felt like he did a good job playing with his hands up. He got a steal. There was a good defensive concept. So it was night and day. But I think Tibbs went into that third quarter with the talk that, hey guys, I want to pick up on the defensive end, and that's why you kind of saw that shellacking. And plus two, the guys had their second unit in the beginning of the third quarter, so you take that performance with a grain of salt as well. But still, you can only play the opponent that's in front of you. So you like what you see anyway, and you take that with a grain of salt. Anything to add that, Ro?
Yeah, I mean, I love that Tibbs demands defense. They did not start out playing good defense. In fact, I thought the defense was suspect of the first unit. When the second unit came in there, the guys that were here from last year, they played better defense to start. And then this first unit caught up to it, as the game went on. And that was part of that because I thought Tibbs would only play those guys a half. But he was like, no, we got to get this defense together. And so that starting unit came out there in the second half and played much better defense. So to me, it wasn't about that. It was good that we won, but it is preseason. I'm just looking for improvements in the areas that we're looking to improve and to see overall, our depth at work. And we did see that today.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking for key things in the game. And I see Keenan Lambert's like, yo, Jay Ellis, where's the overreaction? Listen, man, the way Tibbs was playing that minutes, I'm a quote my guy CK. We was going for the preseason championship, obviously, right? That's exactly what we was looking for because my man Randall played 30 minutes. He played 30 minutes, man. 30 minutes. 30, I'm looking around. I'm like, all right, cool. We slacking them. This might be time for some OB. Maybe McBride can get some run. Nah, nope. That's not the plan. That is not the plan. It might be playing 30 minutes and nothing less. Like, and this is the thing, man. When people talk about, what place is the Knicks going to place in during the end of the season? Are they going to make the playoffs? Are they going to be the third seed, fourth seed? Tibbs is preparing to win as many games as possible, man. He's programmed to play that way. He sees that, listen, we're only playing 4 games or 5. It's a shortened preseason. I'm getting my starters ready. That's it. So
I think the next game you're going to see more of the bench crew, though. You're going to see less of the starters. I think he just wanted to get them going, to get them into a flow, because, like you said, the preseason is short. Mm-hmm. But I still think he's going to play. I'm expecting to see more of Kevin Knox and some of the rookies in the Saturday night game.
Exactly. But let's get into some. You want to say something, Ryan?
Yeah, just something right quick. I think Thibs' strategy is pretty much this, like you guys said, he's trying to get them up and running so that when the regular season starts, they're on it.
Right.
Because in the regular season, he wants them to, because I think the Knicks have an opportunity where a lot of these teams in the East, they added a lot of new pieces to their squads. So I don't think they're going to mesh as quick. And I think Thibs want the Knicks to jump out because the Knicks have that continuity. I think Thibs want the Knicks to jump out.
Right.
Get that quick, get that early, good start to the season so that maybe they can jump ahead of these teams from early and see if they can try to maintain that pace.
That's right.
And see if they can finish above them, in the standings at the end of the season.
I agree with you. Continuity is the name of the game. And I'm going to get the gunshots out. Let's go. I'm getting the gunshots out because when the game started, this is why I was hyped. This is why I was hyped when the game started, because Julius Randle got out there. He looked a little, like I said, he looked a little bit timid. He didn't know where to get his shots off. And this is a scene that looked all too familiar to us last season, when Julius Randle didn't have it going. Where are the buckets gonna come from?
That's right.
This time it was very simple where the buckets came from. The buckets came from our two new additions that everybody's been sleeping on, except for Knicks Nation and Knicks content creators. They're not.
That's right.
But everybody else is sleeping on them.
That's right.
Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker both created easy buckets for us to start the game, even though they didn't, transpire into buckets. And they also both carried us offensively when Julius Randle was struggling. It was crazy to see Kemba Walker. He looked like he was playing. He looked like he was like in the backyard. He's like, oh, I'm gonna just dribble to my spot, mid range. I'm gonna just dribble to my spot, baseline. I'm looking at this kid like, yo, it just looks so easy.
Yo, he was laughing a lot.
Yeah.
You notice he was laughing, smiling, chilling.
And I'm sitting there like, yo, this is life. This is gonna be life as, actual two-headed point guard monster who can shoot. When we struggle, when our number one guy is struggling, we're gonna have a guy who's just gonna take the shots and take the pressure off of us. And it is gonna be easy and great. I'm loving it, man. I can't believe it.
Yo, Evan Fournier did I count at least 4 plays that there was no way Reggie Bullock would have been able to make.
I was thinking the same thing, Raw.
A couple of times when he went to the basket, no way Reggie Bullock would have done that. He got a 3-point play in the first quarter.
Facts.
And then a couple of times he went off the dribble and passed and set people up. I said, there's no way Bullock would have ever done it. There was once where I think it was on a 3-point play. He caught the ball and he was at the 3-point line and they closed out on him. And I said, if that was Bullock, he'd have had to pass the ball.
Yeah.
But Fournier blew by the guy.
Right.
And I was like, see, and we're not even warmed up yet. This is just getting, we're not in the flow yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so good about it.
Game 1 preseason. You have something to say, Ryan?
Yeah.
Because I'm about to go off. I'm about to go off because I'm thinking the same thing.
I was just adding that also the big thing with Fournier too. There were 2 plays in the game where he went back door and got easy baskets as well, and that's what I think that's one thing the Knicks missed last season was guys moving off the ball.
That's right.
And getting easy baskets. So that was also a positive for Fournier as well.
Yo,
Great point.
Absolutely. The whole time I'm looking like Bullock would never. and I'm not even trying to bully Bullock. I am not trying to bully Bullock because
it's not that, but we all kind of knew that Bullock is not really a starter on a playoff team. He's a bench guy. Okay, Fournier's a real starter on the playoff team.
Yeah, it's just the game when you have weapons offensively that know how to play basketball, can pass, dribble, and shoot in 2 different positions. Everything looks so much easier, and it's crazy how much easier it looks in the preseason game. That first game back, where we end up. What did we score? 67 points in the first half. Shot 54% in the first quarter with 30. What?
And they weren't even playing in sync yet.
And we're not even in sync yet. But let me calm down because it's only preseason.
That's right, bro. But I'm saying, I'm excited for what's coming. I'm not. This game, in itself doesn't mean much. But just you can see the development that's going to come. Let's look back on the first 20 games of the season. Last year we were about 500.
Yeah.
We was about 500, and that was with Elfrid Payton. That was with Bullock, and we didn't even have D Rose yet. And then when D Rose came, the games that he played, they were like 16-4, 20-11, or something like that, some crazy number. Now we add to that.
I don't get it, yo. I don't get it, Ro. I just don't get how these ESPN fools have us at 4. Or no, I'm sorry. The Las Vegas fools have us winning 41 games. It just does not.
Yeah, I don't
let
get
them
it
sleep on us. Let them sleep on us because Knicks Nation gonna make a lot of money this year.
Listen. To the bank, man. I think I'm taking a wild to Vegas, straight up. I'm taking a wild to Vegas because I feel like that's a robbery. That is it's easiest money I can make. Go ahead, Ryan.
Exactly, and matter of fact, to add on top of it, those haters on ESPN, because I remember I was watching one of the shows on NBA Jump, and they were talking about it, and they were saying, okay, over under Knicks 41.5 games, because that's what Las Vegas have the Knicks at, like you said, and the haters on ESPN said under 41 wins for the Knicks this season.
I was like, bruh.
I was like, really? I was like, okay, all right.
I'm just saying that the Vegas had us winning how many games last year? Was it 30?
Like, what was it, 20 something?
20? I think it was 20.
I think it was over under 20 and a half.
Yeah, something like that. 20-something wins.
Yeah. How did that work out for Vegas?
Yeah, right.
Crushed it.
They ain't get their lesson yet, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
They got to lose more money this year.
That's fine, because they going to learn today. They going to learn real soon.
They going to learn every single year until they give us our respect.
Exactly.
That's right. Keep sleeping on it. Keep doing that.
And if they keep playing Kemba and Rose 20 minutes of being a piece, whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. It's a wrap. It is a wrap. And shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. Salute to the chat. We shout out to the chat. Y'all here early. We are celebrating a win, man. We celebrating the first game. It's a preseason game. I know it's only preseason, but it's the first game of a new era for the Knicks. We have 2 point guards on our team who can actually pass, dribble, and shoot for the first time in I don't know how many years. It's groundbreaking. But listen, man, we got callers in the chat. Listen, if you want to talk to us live, all you gotta do is hit that Discord link, and we are ready to go. I see my guy. I see somebody else is already in the Discord link already. I'm gonna bring him in, and we're gonna talk some Knicks basketball. All right, let's go. Let's do it. What's going on? What's going on, Reed? You are now live on the KOT show. You already know what to do. Hit that KOT live button.
Make sure I'm live and direct. You heard me? Hold on.
Let's go.
Hold on.
Let's go.
Hold on, make sure this thing got a lag to it. Hold on.
He getting ready. We already know what's happening right now.
It's about to be a problem right now. Hold on.
We already know. Get ready, y'all. If y'all don't know what's coming, strap in your seatbelts, because I already know what's coming.
Wait, let me make sure, because I'm pressing watch stream, but it's giving me some kind of lag here.
It's giving you some time of lag. That's cool. We're gonna get you right, boy. Salute to the chat though. Jeff Marcellin says Knicks all day. Powder. What's going on, Jeff? I see you, my guy, Jeff. Good to see you, Jeff.
I think I'm good here. Am I good?
Yeah, you good. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can anybody hear me? We good?
Yeah,
what's going on, gentlemen? How you feeling?
You can hear. They can hear you. Can you hear them?
I definitely can hear them.
Bo, let's go.
That's what's up.
Let's go.
All right, so this is Breed from Flatbush in the check it. Uncle Raw.
What's up?
Everybody.
What's up, my brother?
How y'all guys feeling?
Yo, we feeling hyped, man. We feeling hyped.
Yeah, this is my tool. This is my mood. I'm hyped. I'm trying to keep my composure because it's preseason, but I already see what's coming, and there's some killers coming down. There's some killers coming up between the starters and this bench. There's some killers coming quickly. 7 assists. I see. Let's go, Reed. What you got to say?
Let's talk about it. I'm being calm because Vegas don't know nothing. ESPN don't know nothing. Nope. But I'm calm with it tonight because when you have a coach by the name of Thibodeau, he's all about the work and he's no games.
Facts.
You see what he did to Sims?
Yeah, get up all in his ass, man.
Facts.
He's like the parent that when you in the house and when you get ready to go out, your parent be like, you better not go touch anything. You better not jump around. You better not do anything. And when you do that outside, they just quick to snap you up and snatch you up and say, yo, listen, didn't I tell you that before we leave the house?
That's right.
Facts.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
But he's going to get him right. He's going to get him right. And that's what I'm excited about. Everybody talking about our coach Tom doesn't develop these players. And it's not true. This is something that they just fabricate. It is not true.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we talked about this program. Go ahead.
They're going to be good. They're going to get them right. Even though I don't like the minutes for our starters, but it seemed like they need the time to mesh a little bit. Versus, like I mentioned earlier in the show, the second unit already know what time it is. When they come in, it's time to go.
Yeah. It's funny because second unit they pushed the lead. They pushed the lead. I mean, they lost the lead eventually, but those are the guys who really pushed the lead and pushed the Pacers to the brink, man.
That's
So
right.
I'm really happy with the way the second unit came out. Anything else you got to say, Reed, from Flatbush?
But all right. So other than that, Reggie Bullock, good luck in Dallas. We don't care about you. Elf, you could just go ahead and just hand Chris Paul the towel when he's coming in from the floor, because you're gonna be the towel boy of the Phoenix Suns. Other than that, everybody stay up, be blessed, and make sure y'all watch out each other, man. Have a good one, y'all.
All right, man.
All right.
You too, man.
All right, salute to my guy Reed from Flatbush, man. He down the
Salute,
block, man.
salute.
Good to hear from you,
Represent.
man. Yeah, so minutes distribution, I told you that. One thing I was definitely watching was the minutes distribution. The other thing I was watching was the shot distribution. Because I already know, I told you guys, I didn't know how this team was going to play because of they have two other guys on this team who are higher usage players than Kemba Walker and Evan Fournier. So I was wondering how many shots was Julius Randle and RJ actually going to take. And game one, looking at the shot distribution, I'm looking at the attempts, and you know what? It was pretty even, pretty much evenly spread. Randle got his 14 shots, but it was interesting because I feel like Randle got more of his shots because he was playing more with the second unit. So it's going to be interesting to see how Tom uses him. Maybe he's going to use him to run more with the second unit, which is, it could be good to get Randle going, but also bad for Obi at the same time.
Well, he said he's going to play them both together in the preseason. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah,
he said he's going to play them both. So he said he's going to go small ball with Julius and Obi.
But he has to do that at some point.
Yeah.
But overall, 14 attempts for 14 attempts for Randle, and 10 for Derrick Rose, 10 for Kemba Walker, Fournier 8. Fournier was doing well. He was passing and shooting. 10. How did you guys feel about the flow of the offense and who was taking the shots and when?
Well, I kind of thought before the season, and I still think, and this game kind of is backing me up, that Julius and RJ would be more efficient. Both of them would be more efficient because of the addition of Kemba and Evan. And that's what we're seeing. Julius was 7 of 14. Barrett was 7 of 14. You add 6 of 9 from Todd, 5 of 10. Everybody was very efficient. And even though Fournier was 3 of 8, he was creating havoc off the dribble. See? So it was a very efficient, the first unit. Very efficient. And I was very happy to see that.
Yeah, I agree. Anything out of that, Ryan?
Rock pretty much said everything right there, because if you look at the Knicks lineup, there should be nobody on the Knicks that you can double team and get away with it. Everybody can score on the roster, so therefore there should be a lot of one-on-ones. And if there's a lot of one-on-ones, and you have guys on the team who could break down defense like Kemba, Evan Fournier, etc., you're expecting guys are going to have wide open shots. And if you're in the NBA, you should be able to knock down wide open shots, and that's pretty much the case right here. RJ Barrett was knocking in open threes. Julius Randle's knocking in some threes. Even Taj Gibson was knocking in.
Right.
Yeah.
He even knocked in a three. So I was like, with the way the Knicks offense is, guys should be more efficient this season, and overall that should help out the offense. So, I mean, there you got it right there. Like, the offense should be flowing this season.
Yeah, NBA spacing, man. I'm starting to see pick and roll with Kemba and Walker. That wasn't happening with Elfrid Payton. You're gonna sag off and force Elfrid Payton to shoot that. That wasn't happening.
That's right. Right.
And then you come in and you have Derrick Rose to be able to shoot too. And also surprisingly, Taj Gibson. We've seen a little bit of this before last season. I'm not sure if this is the real Taj Gibson or not. This is still preseason.
Yo, I think it is.
You think so?
I think it is. He remind me of Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez didn't come into the league shooting threes. Now he's a sharpshooter. I think Taj added that in his old age.
Yeah, I'm listening. You already know me. I am not a pro. You know me. I like to stretch fives, man. I still remember the 54 wing team and we had the 5 out. So if somebody can start hitting threes from that center position, I am all for it.
That's Rashid all over again, isn't it?
It is Rashid all over again. He's Rashid from the corner at least. So if we have threats all over the floor, it's a wrap offensively. And
That's right.
You definitely saw that. I loved it, man. I loved it all around. Salute to the chat once again, man. The Discord link is open if you want to talk about this Knicks basketball and how everybody was looking today. Is there anything that you see that really disappointed you? I know we won by a lot of points. I don't think there's not really that much to nitpick about.
No, not that much, man. I mean, the first unit was rusty to me to start the game, but the stats show that they definitely got it back together. I know that he's going to play like guys like Kevin and Obi and McBride and Grimes. They'll get time at some point in the preseason. Remember last year, they just made a big issue of the fact that in the opening preseason game last year, IQ was a DNP.
Right.
DNP coach's decision. So I think you're going to see some of these other guys get some time. I want to see them get some time in the preseason, but I just think Tom wanted to make sure that he got, like you said, got the starters, got them into a sweat, got them into the flow, get them into the game situation so that they can be prepared because this is a short preseason.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I feel like I've seen what I want to see from most of the people. I was a little bit worried about Randall at first, because he looked out of sorts. He came around a little bit. The thing I'm looking for Randall in particular is the quicker decision making. I didn't really see it in the first half, completely be honest. But it's still preseason. It's the first game of the preseason. I'm not gonna overreact. He still had a good game overall.
Right.
But I still like for Randall. I want to see like less pauses and more go. Like I feel like he missed Evan Fournier in a nice easy pass, overthinking certain things again. On a cut, but at the end of the day, ended up getting like a foul anyway, so it negated itself anyway. But I expect Randall to. It was refreshing to see Randall just fall into a scoring role instead of having to force things when things weren't coming to him naturally.
The two guys that I liked the best tonight, though, were IQ and Obi, because I saw IQ throw at least 3, maybe 4 full court passes tonight, which he never did before. And that was what Obi was missing. If you remember last year, how many times Obi would sprint down the floor and Peyton would never get him the basketball.
Yeah.
So this time he was doing it, and IQ caught him a couple of times down the floor. And I was totally impressed with that. Just that improvement alone was nice. He still missed, one couple of times Obi was waving his hands, and you could see the look on his face. He was a little ticked off because IQ wasn't looking, but I like that IQ kept his head up. He was in the first half, he was conscious of keeping his head up and throwing that home run ball. That is a big change. And then, of course, we saw Obi become much more aggressive, which is what we expected after that summer league. He became much more aggressive tonight. Just the aggressiveness and the confidence that he exuded, huge change. So, and tonight he got 14 minutes. Now, you saw Sims, that's Sims, Jericho get 25 minutes. Tonight. Now, that's not something that you're going to see during the regular season, the second string center, 25 minutes. So I'm expecting Obi to get some of those minutes. So he played 14 tonight. I would like to see if we can squeeze 20 minutes a game for Obi, you're going to see some things from this guy.
Yeah, I agree with you. And even in the first half, Raw, like I was hoping, because you know what, Quickly shot some shots in the first half that looked pretty bad, right? But But I was hoping that those bad shots didn't kind of overshadow everything else he was doing, because what else did I see in that first half? He had 2 assists in 6 minutes. I saw he made some great passes, like the go ahead pass. He had there was a pass he threw to Sims that could have been 3 assists, but Sims blew the layup. I felt like the way he set up the team a lot better than I'm used to seeing him. This season than last season, and I'm glad he got the actual assist numbers. Yeah, I'm glad he actually got the assist numbers by the end of the game, because
he ended up with 7, man. And those were legit. Like you said, he could have had 10. I think he could have had 10, and that's like with him that's him with greatly improved vision, but he can still get better. He can still get, So
you want to say something, Ryan?
Yeah, just one quick thing about Quickly. Because there was a play in the game where I actually saw him go to the basket, all the way to the basket, this time not stop for the floater and actually get a layup. And I think that's one thing he definitely has to improve in his game, because if he could ever get to a point where he can actually drive to the basket and get layups and finish at the rim, that's going to open up his floater game as well. So I was happy. And then that's also going to make him more efficient as well. So, I was also happy to see that. I'm hoping that this season he can, finish at the rim more often and not just, always stop for floaters when he does drive to the basket.
I agree with you. I definitely. And also, not to be understated, the defense looks. His defense was pretty good.
Yeah.
The way he was defending Duarte, I feel like he defended Duarte's jumpers well. When Duarte went to the hole, he contested them pretty well. I felt like Quickly's defense was pretty good. Like better than I expected.
Yep, it was pretty good. You know what I also was impressed with? I mean, it doesn't show on the stat sheet, but just the way Derrick Rose was moving, the explosiveness, the cat-like quickness, and his movements. I was like, this guy, man, damn. When he gets and he played 21 minutes, I think that should kind of be the norm for him. And as the season gets into the season and he gets into his rhythm, we're gonna see some stuff, man. Because I was just watching the speed with him with the ball a couple of times. I was like, damn. I mean, I didn't think anybody was noticing, but I saw that. I said, this guy gets up the floor fast like he was 22 again, man. I mean, wow. I was very impressed with that.
You're right about that. And if they keep the minutes the way it was, because they split the minutes between Kemba and Derrick Rose, 21. I'm fine with Kemba and Derrick Rose just splitting point guard minutes. Like if they're playing 20 minutes a night at their skill level, they're going to destroy anybody.
It's a wrap.
Then it's like, okay, back to backs.
And you still got IQ induced behind him.
You still got IQ induced behind him, man.
It's a wrap.
It's a black man. And I want to talk about OB in a second too. But salute to the chat. I see somebody's waiting to talk. I see my guy Reaper in the chat. But shout out to my cousin, my fake cousin, Winston Ellis.
Winston Ellis.
Yeah.
We got J Ellis and we got W Ellis.
Yeah, man. W Ellis. Winston Ellis. Shout out to you, man. Roger Hoffer. Picks for Timmy. I see you. Shout out to you too. I see you active in the Discord chat as well. PS3D. Everybody else is rocking with the KOT show. I saw my guy Craig Williams early. All the mods, Sherwin, Myth, everybody rocking with the KOT show. And if you like what you see, if you're liking the show, please hit that like button and that subscribe, and that share button is going to help grow the channel and get this thing bigger, badder, and greater. All right? Cool. And also, super chats are always welcome as well. But sharing and liking is going to help us even a lot as well. It's going to help us tremendously. Foolproof Projects, what's going on? I see you, my guy. What's going on, man? And my God, Ronnie Sand. I'm shouting at everybody. I know everybody. Shout out to Ronnie Sand as well. All right, that's my friend in real life. Shout out to Ronnie. All right. Next up in the chat is my guy Reaper, bringing him into the live stream. All right, Reaper, you are now live on the KOT show. I'm gonna let you set up, hit that KOT live button a few times, and get it cracking. All right.
Okay. For some reason, Discord is giving me some issues today, so bear with me a second. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, we hear you perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like I'm trying to hit the KOT live button. Normally, I'm able to hit it so I can also see this, the screen, but I can't see anything. But
okay.
Hello, guys. Good evening, chat. Thanks for taking my call.
Okay, no problem. Well, we can hear you perfectly, and if as long as you can hear us too, then you're good.
He sounds clearer than normal.
All right, great.
Yeah.
So the funny thing, just listening to what you were saying, you had made a very good point about Quickly and his defense. I was very surprised by it because actually Duarte was cooking Alex Burks.
Right.
And it seemed Quickly got fed up with it and switched off.
Which is crazy to think. He's like, I got him. I mean, maybe he felt like he saw him in summer league, so he knew his game. I don't know, but yeah, he definitely shut him down to me.
Yeah, he did. You're right. He actually did a pretty good job. He was the one player who actually did the best job on Duarte. And even talking a little more about defense, it's like, honestly, I didn't appreciate Julius Randle's defense really last year. It was only like after the season was over, you kind of look at the stats and you realize, oh my God, this dude was like top 7 in defensive rating in the league. And now, like this one game, I really saw he put a lot of effort on defense. So he played really good defense in Sabonis and played a lot of really good help defense as well, especially to protect the paint. So that was, it was really good to see that.
Yeah, Randall underrated defensively, man. He doesn't get you the blocks and steals, but defensive win shares, we talked about it on the last show, number 6 in the NBA in defensive win shares behind LeBron. So he moves those feet, man. He gets those stops. So he's improved in many ways, and defense is one of those ways, man.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, overall, I thought, it was a really good game. You guys, already talked about everything in terms of like how great the offense looked. And Raw, you're definitely right. It's going to be, I think RJ and Julius are going to be more efficient this year. hopefully, hopefully that is the case. But I think it's going to happen. And Julius obviously he's still operating out of the same position he's been operating out of. If he can in that range, if he can just be more efficient from that range, that'd be good. I didn't see any long twos today from him, like where he's close to the 3-point line. I did hear Thibodeau talk about that a little bit in one of the press conferences.
Oh yeah, what did he say?
He wasn't talking specifically about Julius, but he was talking more about basically eliminating the long twos.
Oh, okay.
And if you actually look at the stats, I can, I'm not huge. I'm not one of these guys who's like huge on like shoot threes. Everyone just shoot threes. But it is interesting if you look at Julius's percentage from 16 feet to the 3-point line, is the same as his percentage from the beyond the 3-point line. So it's like,
interesting.
then it's almost like, what's the point? Why even shoot anything between 16 feet and the 3-point line? You might as well just shoot threes and stay within 16 feet. So the other thing I'm really hoping is I am hoping that like they get him more easy baskets. I did see a couple of them today. He got a couple of easy baskets. In the paint where he got a nice pass. I think one was from Kemba maybe. I can't remember who else gave him a pass, but
there was the one by Taj Gibson when he was cutting down the middle when they fouled him too. I think you talking about that one. That's probably
Yep. And so he finishes apparently last year he was 66% within 3 feet. And so if they can give him more, if they can find a way to get him, get the ball more to him in the paint where he doesn't actually have to make the move, I think that'd be great. And but I think hopefully those are going to help improve his efficiency and I think the overall team efficiency should be really good. But I thought it was overall a good game. The only thing that was a little sad that made me almost tear up was seeing Kevin Knox come in with all the rookies.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man. It's like I was really rooting for him, but it is what
Don't worry,
it is.
he's gonna get more minutes next game. I can guarantee you, he's gonna get more minutes next game.
All right. I mean, we could talk about that next. I mean, I want to talk about Obi and great call as usual, Reaper. Unless you have something else to mention.
No, that was pretty much it. But yeah, like I mean, you're going to talk about Obi anyway. But yeah, they played great. And actually, you guys, I think I'm kind of getting convinced as far as quickly being a point guard. He actually looked better today than he did in summer league as a point guard. And so I'm starting to buy into quickly as a point guard more and more now because I'm starting to see he's looking better, much better.
Yeah.
The team is playing better. As when he's playing the point position. So, but that's pretty much all I got.
Absolutely. All right, cool. Thank you, Reaper, as usual, man. Great call.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. Have a good one, guys.
All right, man. You too.
Always a good call.
Yeah, man. Always a good call, man. Yeah, man. I told you, man. I mean, this is still early, but I have not given up on the Quickly point guard experiment. Quickly is the type of guy, and I was looking at his media tape, man. And I'm sorry. You know what? Shout out to Keo Gaming 5 who just subscribed to the channel. Definitely appreciate you to subscribe. Welcome to the KOT family. All right, but yeah, like he's one of those guys where I know he's not perfect, but he seems like a natural born leader, man. He seems like a natural born leader to me.
You talking about IQ?
I'm talking about IQ.
Yeah, he definitely is a natural born leader. The thing is that I underestimated that Tibbs keep telling us is that he's a student of the game.
Right.
So he's looking to improve. It didn't appear that way to me in the summer. It looked like he was like a kid where his parents weren't home and he's gonna act crazy. But I think now he really does. Today I did notice he was keeping his head, especially in that first half. He was keeping his head up. He caught Obi streaking down the court a couple of times, man. And I was like, I felt so relieved at that because I was feeling so bad for Obi last year when he was doing it and not get the basketball. So now he's getting the ball. And then in the half court, Obi was waving a couple of times and did not get it, but I think it's a work in progress, and he's gonna, because he is a scorer, he's a natural scorer, right? So he's got to kind of balance that, and that's a work in progress. But he's doing good so far. He's doing very good.
Yeah. Like as long as he's willing to learn, and that's the thing about this guy. He's a natural scorer, but yes, he's willing to learn. Yep. And he's willing to expand his game, and he's a student of the game, like you said. That with the combined fact that he's very vocal. Which a lot of, sometimes you complain about these guys who come in the NBA who who are kind of timid and shy. He's not timid. He's not shy.
No.
He's vocal.
No.
He's gonna studio the game. He's gonna put in the work. There's a lot to work with quickly, and the front office in general just did a really good job getting a lot of great character.
That's right.
Here. So
That's
kudos to Quickly, and let's hit Obi too. Just you know what, Quickly and Obi together, because you saw there was some carryover from their chemistry from summer league into this game.
That's right. The two guys that spent all summer here.
Exactly. Go figure.
Yeah, exactly.
Go figure. And there was one pass in particular where I noticed it, and even though Obi missed the shot, is when IQ comes zipping down the court and he kind of pauses for a second and then sees Obi kind of trailing as a late trailer and like bounce past to him in rhythm for like the pull-up three. And I've been saying all summer league, he's been hitting that pull-up three religiously all summer league, and he missed it. But when I was like, what is he doing? He hit the pass. I was like, my heart warmed a little bit. I was like, the chemistry is falling. It's like, like he's gonna be hitting those, man. Like,
did you hear Clyde? Did you hear Clyde? Clyde's like, you got to look for Obi. He's the hot man. You got to look for the hot man.
Yeah, I heard him. Definitely heard him, and then quickly shot it. I mean, he made the shot.
I know.
He made the shot, but quickly shot it. But it's all coming together. But let's talk about Kevin Knox. All right, now Ryan, Raw. Go to your separate corners.
Oh, you gonna play ref, dog?
I'm playing ref today. All right. I already know a ref. I already know a Raw is.
I refuse to box with my brother. I
already know what Ryan is.
we like the Spinks brothers. I'm not gonna get the big.
No, I know it's not gonna get dirty. I know it's not gonna get dirty or anything, but I know y'all are opposite ends. But
I don't even know Ryan's position on Kevin.
Ryan, what's your position on Kevin?
Look, he came to the game late. In the fourth quarter. He performed well. He got a couple buckets, which was pretty good. I mean, clearly, it's best that Kevin Knox needs to get his minutes in now, because he's not going to get no minutes once the regular season starts.
Yeah,
he's going to be buried on the bench. So, the pendulum has not shifted for me when it comes to Kevin Knox. Like, Kevin Knox is not going to get much playing time this season, and he's probably on his way out. The Knicks are too
Clyde
deep.
said that too. Clyde did say that.
Yeah, the Knicks are too deep. There's no space for Kevin Knox right now. So at this point, it's pretty much, here, Kevin Knox, we're gonna give you some minutes in the preseason. Show the NBA what you can do, and hopefully, as the season goes on, we can package you in a deal and send you somewhere where you're going to get playing time and you're going to have a chance to improve. Because realistically speaking, there's really no room for Kevin Knox. Like, these are pretty much his last days on the Knicks.
I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you, Ryan, but it's not for the reasons people would think. It's not because Kevin stinks. It's because the Knicks are too deep.
Yeah.
And now he's developing, and his development won't be such that he's going to take somebody's spot that's ahead of him, because he's not going to take Fournier's spot. He's not taking Julius' spot. He's not taking Obi's spot. He's not taking RJ's spot. So he's not taking Alec Burks' minutes. So that's the problem. So we're just too deep. So I liked that tonight. He looked really good. He only played 4 minutes. Yeah. So I'm thinking they're going to give him some more time next game. I'm almost sure of it. He's going to get more time next game. But Clyde put the nail in the coffin. Clyde said Kevin's probably going the way of Frank Ntilikina. That's what he said. Right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shoot. He said, I think Kevin's going the way of Frank Ntilikina. And I was like, oh shoot. So
I agree.
I can see him. But I don't think they should get players for Kevin. They should get picks for Kevin, because we don't need any more players.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We need picks. So if we can get some more picks that we can maybe, add to our boatload of pressure, and maybe, we need to trade for a superstar or something, we could do that later. But we don't need another player. I saw somebody, I don't know if it was Twitter or where I saw it, but somebody was proposing Kevin for some journeyman. And I was like, no. I would say, give me at least second round picks. Give me some picks for Kevin. I don't need another player. We got enough players right now. So, but I think it'll be just to me smart and good for Kevin and good for the Knicks to play him heavily in one of these preseason games to showcase him.
Yeah, listen, man. Listen. You know, I was part of the Frank Hive, but here's the thing: we messed up. We messed up. We let him go. We let him walk for nothing.
And you know what? They're getting ready. They're trying to trade Trey Burke to let Frank be behind Luka. I read that in the Dallas News today.
Oh.
They're trying to trade Trey Burke. And the only reason they haven't traded Trey Burke is because he hasn't gotten the shot. And they're waiting for him to get the shot.
That's interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they would have traded. They said they would have traded. From what the Dallas news media said, they took Ntilikina and knowing he was going to be the backup behind Luka and that they were going to get rid of Trey Burke. But then they can't get rid of Trey Burke right now because he hasn't gotten the shot and nobody wants to take him as a second string guy when he can't play certain games because he hasn't gotten the shot.
Interesting.
And so Dallas is ready to eat his $6 million if they can't trade him, but they're trying to trade him. But the point is, Frank is going to be behind Luka.
That's interesting. Well, that's just something interesting as like a supporter to keep my eye on. But
so I'm watching Frank. Yeah. I think Kevin's going to get a similar deal if they get him to the right team. Like I'd like to see him. I wanted to see Frank on a Dallas or a Utah or Toronto, which he got. I want to see Kevin like on a Houston, on a New Orleans. Someplace where he could get a chance, to get in the rotation. And so, or Orlando, something like that. And all of those teams got picks. So we could get something back for him.
Yeah, you agree. I definitely agree with you. We do not need another player here. We need picks. We have picks galore. And listen, you got all these players here who's Grimes didn't even play. He didn't even play. Right. Grimes didn't even play garbage time.
No, he played a little bit today.
He got a
little bit. He got 4 minutes like Kevin. They both got 4 minutes.
Hardly. Yeah. And maybe I was setting up at the end, so I kind of missed it because I was setting up to get ready for the show. But my thing is, like you said, there's not enough time for everybody, so we're going to have to make a move. I just don't want to make the same mistake we made with Frank Ntilikina and just lose him for nothing.
No, that's right.
So I hope we move Kevin by the deadline so we can at least, like Ross said, get a second back, and then maybe, at some point, maybe if we make a move for a disgruntled star or whatever, we package that pick with other stuff and get some things going.
No, we always could we got a lot of picks, right? So let's say this coming season, there's nobody that, that really tickles our fancy. We got our team coming back. We could always package the picks for another future pick and just keep it rolling like that. We don't, we could keep the picks in the fridge until we need them.
Exactly. Keep the picks in the fridge. And I'm with that. I'm definitely with that, man. But good luck, Kevin, man. I felt bad for him when he caught COVID in the summer league. It seemed like that was his last chance to really shine and get some real run and get a real 20 to 30 minutes a game, because like you said, it's not happening here. But,
I think Kevin's a rotation player. And it's not really, it's not his fault entirely. They were mentioning it, if he continued to get the minutes Fizdale gave him in the second year that Fizdale gave him the first year, I think he'd because he had a 30-point game. He had a couple of 20-point games when he was getting the minutes, but then they cut him and hurt his confidence. He's still a young player, man. Right. So, and look, here he is in his fourth season. It's not his fault that the Knicks are now so stacked that his development don't matter.
Right.
He's going to be a rotation player on somebody's team. I
feel like he still has a little bit of ways to go. I feel like he was on his way last season, for sure. He showed he was corner kept. He was hitting that corner through regularity. I saw that his defense improved. Anything else outside of that, there was there needed to be work on. But I feel like he's another half a step for being kind of a 3-and-D guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's got a little ways to go, but he's coming along. It's just that
he's coming along. He's coming along.
How quickly the Knicks have come from stinky to
playoff. Right.
So it's not Kev. Kev just was caught in that, and that's all that was. But I really think he's a rotation player. Just like Frank, he was drafted too high. He was. He wasn't supposed to be 9th overall. Frank wasn't supposed to be 8th overall. But that's not his fault either. So now. He's going to go, I think, like I said, if he could get him to a team that's a rebuilding team, a young team where he can get in the rotation, I think he's going to develop nicely. Give him another 2 seasons. He's only 22, man. So give him another 2 seasons, and I think he's going to be good, especially if you're giving him consistent minutes.
Exactly. And well, I'm gonna talk about one more other person. Before we close the show, and salute to the chat, man. We got 99 likes. I'm seeing 99 likes. Are y'all seeing 99 likes? I'm trying to get.
I've seen 100.
We got 100. Okay, just mind Johnny's update. 100 likes. All right, gunshots for the 100 likes in this show. Man. Gunshots for the 100 likes. The hundo.
And we got one hater.
And we got one hater.
One hater. Well, you gotta have a hater when you blowing up. Otherwise, you're not blowing up.
Yeah, man, you gotta have that hater. That's cool.
Hater ain't gonna happy unless hater hating.
Yeah, 1 or 2 haters is fine. It's fine.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hater. A hater's not gonna be happy unless he hating. So you're gonna have
1 or 2 haters is fine. That's fine. we all need those every once in a while. Keep us on our toes. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
haters make us better.
Jericho Sims. Listen, we cut Luka Vildoza recently.
For good reason.
For good reason. He stink out the place. Come to find out, they said he had like an ankle injury. He was trying to play through it during the Olympics and through summer league. So maybe that contributed to the way he was playing because he was, you know. I'm just saying what I read. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. I'm just saying.
And I mean, after what I've seen Rokas do for Barcelona in Europe
my God.
recently, I'm like, I'm not even thinking about Luka right now. I'm like, yeah, Luka can go. Bye.
Bro, that was a great business decision.
When I saw Rokas in the summer league, I was like, I never heard this kid, but he's good, man.
Nah, he's good, and he's dropping bombs, man. I think he's playing this week too, so I want to keep an eye on him. But my whole point was to say Jericho Sims, with the injury happening with Mitchell Robinson, Noel isn't a bad injury. It just seems like it's a precaution thing. But it is.
It's a rest thing.
Yeah, it's a rest thing. Jericho Sims looks like he might be the guy. I know it's probably him and maybe Bacon, but the necessity and history tells us that maybe we should convert Jericho Sims to an actual contract from a 2-way. What do you guys think?
I don't think it's going to happen. I tell you why. Tibbs hates to have to teach rookies defense. He hates it. He wants you to come in playing defense. And he was in Jericho Sims behind. And it wasn't just that, he sees the future in him. No, he annoyed. Because a couple of times, Sims just let Matador defense and was losing assignments. No, he's going to be in the G League, and he's going to be getting his reps down there. Dwayne Bacon is going to be our 15th guy. It's either going to be Dwayne Bacon or Selden. That's what.
Oh, so you think it's gonna be Selden? I thought it was gonna be Sims or Bacon. You think it's gonna be Selden?
I think Sims will be our second G League guy, but I may be wrong.
Okay.
Because Selden's been in the league already. That's what I'm saying. I think Selden will probably either get the 15th spot or go to another team.
Okay.
But I think it's gonna be Bacon or Selden on the 15th spot, and you're probably gonna have Sims, who's he's a rookie, gonna be in the G League with the other Sims. The Sims boys going to the G League.
Okay. All right.
I mean, that's why I'm saying And I was like, I think the boy has a future. Obviously, he's got ability. But I saw him miss some assignment, and I loved it. My man called timeout right away. Said, "Nah, man." And then from the sidelines, he was cursing him. I was like, "Okay."
"Oh my!"
I was watching. I was like, "Okay, this kid." That's why Tibbs do not like to play rookies. He don't have the patience to teach you that stuff. He wants you to come and learn. So he's gonna send him to the G League.
Man, we were up 87-64. Jericho Sims blew an assignment. Tibbs blew the whistle and tore him a butthole. Like, it was crazy. I was like, what am I watching right now? Why is this man so red? We are up by 20-something in preseason, my guy. Like, chill out.
That's what makes him a great coach, man. He's not having it.
Nah, I like it, though. I like it.
He even got on Randall once. Randall blew an assignment. He didn't yell, but I saw him talking when Randall blew an assignment. Randall blew an assignment, and then I saw him say something to Randall on the way back down the court. And I said, see, he's not going to yell at Randall like that.
Nah.
But he's not taking it. He's not having it, man.
He's definitely not having it. Definitely not having it. But yeah, salute. I mean, I would like to have another big body in here. He definitely has a lot of work to do because he seemed like he did blow a lot of assignments. But he's a guy who can – he looks like he can hold his own. 6 rebounds on the night. Finish those layups and those lobs, but maybe it's nerves. It's preseason. It's NBA. Who knows? Hopefully, we get that thing going. And I don't know. I'm rooting. I know Bacon is cool. But I'm rooting for Sims. I feel like there's more of a chance he can even get into the rotation. And plus, I kind of want to see Grimes. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think it'd be better for Sims. You see, like, let me ask you this: don't you think 2 seasons ago, they should have put Kevin in the G League with Frank?
Yeah.
And
they should have.
And they should have gotten
They
gotten
blew
all
it.
their reps down there so that they came in that third year more prepared, right?
Yeah, they
Instead
do
of
that.
So this is Jericho Sims right now. So I think you give him the reps, give him 30 minutes, 35 minutes a game in the G League, let him get used to the pro game. He'll come back next year, much better player. So rather than waiting for his turn, because come on, man, you're going to have Mitch, you're going to have Taj, you're going to have Nerlens. This kid's not going to see any time. You got to get him in the G League. You got to see time.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, I think I would be more comfortable with him having that two-way contract where it's okay, you get your time in the G League, and then say, for example, Noah goes out with an injury, Mitch goes out with an injury, or whatever the case may be. Then it's like, okay, we'll bring him up as that extra backup just in case. But just to have him on the bench not doing anything, like, nah, send him to the G League and let him get his reps there.
Right,
I
because I think that'll make him a better player overall. You can let Dwayne Bacon sit, and he's a guy that you could bring in to play some defense if you need to. But a kid like this, I want to see him get reps that he's definitely not going to get. I mean, for Tibbs to be talking about playing Randall and Obi in a small ball lineup, you could tell. I mean, he's not going to give Sims a lot of time, man. I think he just saw the highlight of his year, right?
That's the thing, though. I feel like he likes the rim protectors, and then knowing none of those guys are rim protectors, he might be more inclined to do that just because that's what he's used to.
I have to agree with you. He's old school in that way. He likes
and
on top of that too, like I understand the reps. I definitely understand the reps thing. I just know that Noel can get banged up easily, and Mitch, I'm not sure what his timetable is to return. So like maybe I'm hoping it's not more than 10 games or a week, or I'm hoping he gets, he gets to start in the season in October or November or something. But I'm not sure how long.
I'm thinking if he doesn't have any setbacks, I'm really thinking we're going to see him from the beginning of December.
December, you feel like it's December? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's got a December, like he'll probably be ready, like as far as healthy in a week or so, but then he's got to go through the Tibbs process of conditioning. Right. That's going to take a while.
Yeah, and I guess that's what I'm saying. Unless they're gonna, use all this two-way, because you have a certain amount of games you can play on a two-way contract.
Yeah. Well, now they raised it. He can play 50 games.
Oh, you can play 50. Oh, you can play 50 games on two-way.
Yeah, you got 50 games, and they upped the salary. So now he's thinking about a little.
Okay, all right.
And then you could play 50 games. So that's what I'm saying. Let him get his reps.
Okay.
And if we need him, we could always bring him up.
Did they raise it because of COVID?
I don't know, but I just know they changed it for the G League. I think it was a union thing. They wanted to get them more money. So especially with all of these young, really good kids not going to college, and like Jalen Green, and going right to the G League. So they raised the salary. It's like $480,000 or something like that they get, which is like double what the highest salary was before. And then on top of that, they could play 50 games on their team.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, NBA.
Yeah, and then also on top of that, just to like add something right quick, and they're saying that the next collective bargaining agreement for the NBA too, because I think the NBA's I think the contract's about to run out soon, where they have to renegotiate. They're saying that the money that the NBA is going to bring in, these contracts are going to look even crazier.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, after that, so I'm thinking you might be seeing some $300 million contracts, maybe for the top players in the league.
I think I heard something about being rid of salary caps and stuff again. I'm not even sure I'm not sure they're trying to do that, but that's kind of interesting because like that always like brings the New York Knicks right back into the situation of like.
No, I think they're going to keep the salary cap, but like Ryan said, the numbers are going to get really crazy.
They just raise the salary cap to something ridiculous. Now everybody getting ridiculous money.
And that's what happened in baseball. Like you're talking about guys getting $300 and $400 million now.
Got you. Yo, shout out to Wilton Mena, man. Wilton, shout out to you, man. Hope you're enjoying your RJ signed basketball. All right. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Wilton Mena, Winston Ellis, Fritz is always holding it down in chat. Picks for Timmy. Trevin Cash, everybody who's rocking the KT show. If you like this show, please like and subscribe to the channel and share so you can grow the brand, grow the name, and keep it moving. All right. That's our show, man. I think we talked about everything. Next game is the Wizards on Saturday. I know Raw can't do Saturdays. I'm not sure if Ryan is available, or maybe you want to wait till Sunday. Let me know.
Yeah, it's just gonna have to wait till Sunday because Saturday I'm gonna be unavailable too. So yeah, Sunday.
All right, so Sunday We will be back here on Sunday. All right. Maybe I'll try.
Yeah, especially it's gonna be a 3-day weekend for me, so that makes sense. That's good.
Oh, that's right, cause there's no work Monday and all that other stuff. Holiday,
Right.
yeah. It's gonna be smooth. Next show will be on Sunday. I'll probably chop up this episode. Think about doing some other content to release during the weeks to entertain you guys. All right, but thanks to everybody who's rocking with the Nick of Time show. All right, listen, you can follow us in all social media, man. Follow us on Twitter at the DKOT show. Follow us on Facebook at the Nick of Time show. I need some water. And on Instagram at the Nick of Time show. Also, you can look at our blog and our merch at the nickoftimeshow.com. So, go hit that link in the description. You see all those links at the bottom and click all that stuff. And follow us on those types of social medias, all right? And also, if you're watching us on Facebook, because I think I was testing some stuff out the other day. I think this might be working. Shout out to everybody who's watching on Twitter and Facebook. The mothership is on YouTube, so if definitely come to the YouTube channel and watch us. But if you want to stay on Facebook and stuff, chill. That's fine. That's fine too. All right. But hopefully you're enjoying the show. All right. Raw. Where can they find you, Raw?
I've been missing something, JLs, because you just made me think about it, Facebook. But anyway, Facebook. You can find me at Gabar Sadak with a T on Facebook.
Oh, you're on Facebook too? Okay.
Yeah, Gabar Sadak with a T. TSADAQ. That's my Hebrew name. Gabar Sadak. So then, of course, YouTube at Raw Hebrew Remnant. And then, of course, Twitter at Raw Hebrew Remnant. Then, of course, on Rumble at Raw Hebrew Remnant. And then at Patreon on Raw Hebrew Remnant Record.
All right. I forgot about the Rumble. I keep the Rumble in there. That's the stuff.
Yeah, it's new, man. I just, I'm just starting to push it now.
All right, follow him on all those platforms. All right, where can you find you, Ryan?
You can find me on Instagram at Sir G is chilling.
Sir G is chilling.
That's SIRG is CHILLIN. You can find me on Twitter at RyanGKOT. And also, I want to big up the Knicks training staff for icing up Kemba's knees at the end of the game because I saw them knees was wrapped up.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Keep them knees. You remind me of Patrick Ewing like that one, baby.
For real. 20 minutes, take no chances. We still wrapping those things up.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, man. Oh, it looks like it didn't even stream to all that work I did. It didn't stream to the Facebook and the Twitter. That's how it goes sometimes. All right, that's our show, man. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Like and subscribe and watch out for us on Sunday. We are out of here.